Brewing water sets a clear puzzle for new home brewers. After all, you can't see what's in there. Imagine if you could. Yes, clearly this one will be an IPA. There is really only one way for you to know what's in your water, and that's to send it off to a lab and get a water report. Now, discussing water reports is going to be a video all unto itself. But for today, we're going to try and figure out a way to get you brewing this weekend. Okay, it's a bit of a shortcut and it does have drawbacks. So stick around to the end of the video to discuss those drawbacks. Okay, your water. The first thing we have to ask is, are you using tap water from your town or municipal supply, or are you using a well water, say if you're in a rural area? So tap water often has chlorine in it, and you want to be careful with chlorine because it can create some off flavors that can be described as like a band-aid medicinal off flavor. It's not good. So we need to get rid of that. The best way to do that is to just actually leave it open to atmosphere. So say fill your pot the night before and let the chlorine gas off. If you heat that water up, it'll actually gas off faster. Now, as far as well water is concerned for this trick, doesn't really matter. If your well water is potable, we should be good to go. Okay, so what is the trick? The trick is RO water. So you want to cut your tap water with half RO water. So RO water is actually filtered water where pretty much all of the minerals and alkalinity are taken out of it. Now this is ideal because if you have too much of anything in your tap or well water, this will fix it. Okay. Now I would not recommend using 100% RO water. The reason for this is you have the opposite problem. With a complete lack of minerals and alkalinity, you can actually stress the yeast, and that'll create a whole different off flavor. Next, I would add calcium chloride. I also recommend adding 5 grams of calcium chloride because calcium and chloride is the two most important brewing ions for your mash and just general health of your beer. And it's going to be important no matter what beer you decide to make. So we want to make sure we have the minimum amount. Adding your brewing salts is very simple. You wait for the water to get above the false bottom in your mash tun, and then you sprinkle, in this case, your calcium chloride in. At times it will require a little bit of agitation to fully dissolve, so you take your paddle, give it a little stir. From this point, you're now ready to mash in. I think about 5 grams for a 5-gallon batch should be good. Now, what is the downsides to brewing with this method? The reality is we're just going in blind. Now, there's a very high probability that it will work out, but we can't be targeted the way that a professional brewer would. So different salt balances or minerals or alkalinity will result in the accentuation of certain flavors. We're not doing any of that. We're just trying to cover our bases and get you brewing this weekend. So there you go. There's the easy way in. And if you like the merch, check out hawktailbrewery.com. Thanks for watching. You know the rest.